Hello there, this is David from David Books and Comics, and today I want to talk about Fran Striker and the Green Hornet. So this is the three big little books, novellas, featuring the Green Hornet as written by Fran Striker. These are my good copies. This is the first one that came out in 1940. And you can see there it's nice tight copy. It has some staining here, but other than that, it's pretty solid. It's one of the better copies that I have. I have reading copies, obviously. So that's the first one, Green Hornet Strikes. This is the second one. This is the Green Hornet Cracks Down. All of them have different artists. And we'll go through the reading copies that I have so you can see what they look like on the inside. This is the Green Hornet Returns. This one's a nice, very good copy, I would say. And the artist for this one is, let's see here, doesn't really say, just says illustrated by Bert Whitman. And yeah, this one is done by Bert Whitman. And you can see, let's see if it says the copyright. No, it doesn't. Yeah, this one's done by, and it's copyright 1940. There it is. And it's a simple story. This one's damaged in the text block. Interesting artwork, mystery story, adventure, and nice artwork. It's over 424 pages. So there you go. All right, so that's that. That's the Green Hornet Strikes. And this is the second in the series. This is the Green Hornet Cracks Down. And we flip to, as by Fran Striker. It's illustrated by Henry Vallely. And the art here is it's actually quite good. Sort of in the Alex Raymond style. All right. It's a simple story about a guy who tries to blow up an airplane and eventually gets caught in collecting the insurance. It's a typical, and it has the typical Fran Striker style, where you have a plot that leads to an eventual denouement. The art is excellent here. So that's the Green Hornet Cracks Down. And don't remember if the artist is mentioned here, but it is Bert Whitman. Let's see. Yeah, by Fran Striker, Green Hornet Returns. Yeah, the artist isn't mentioned, but it's the same artist that did the early comic books. And we can have a look at what the early comic books were like. That's Bert Whitman. That's his style. All right, so that's that. So this is a story similar to Cracks Down. It's actually almost a similar kind of plot. It's like this is the second part, and this is the first part. If Fran Striker intended this to be a novel, this would be one novel. All right, so that's that. And we also have the book that has the first issues of the Green Hornet. And you can see that's Bert Whitman's style. We can have a look through. Just change the format here. And we can just look through the comic to see it's nicely bound. And all of the stories were based on the radio show. And you can see the artist. That's definitely Bert Whitman's style. The stories were based on Fran Striker's radio scripts. So this story, I think it tells you, yeah, this is one of the origin stories. You can see the artwork. It's quite dynamic. It looks kind of, I don't know how to describe it. Simple paneling. This is Murder in the Offing, based on the radio script. The cover for the first issue. That's the cover for the first issue of the Green Hornet, #1. This is published by Dynamite Entertainment. And they have published modern retellings of the series, as you can see. And this one is Measure for Measure, again, radio script that was done in comic book form. Eventually, original stories were created just for the comic book instead of following the format of the radio show. As you can see, it's very dense with text. And this is Racketeers Go to the Dogs, all radio shows. And this is all from the first issue. Copyright on chiseling. Graft Beyond the Grave. No sale in premiums. These are atypical radio show scripts. And there's the issue #2, 64 pages, all for 10 cents. And there's the Green Hornet logo, pretty much what you see here on the BLB, Big Little Book, painted cover. So that's issue #2. Let's give you an idea of how busy this Fran Striker was. Said died in a car accident in 1959, or 1962. He was only 59. Heavy on text. And I'll just flip to one of the later comic books. This is comic book #4. You can see now it's formatted as a regular original comic book with narration and dialogue balloons and splash pages. And Whitman's style is a little more relaxed. You can tell it's not as rushed. And there's a little more artistic use of the panels. All right, so you have a good idea of what it looks like. All of the atypical, all of the early Golden Age comic books, often well-written mystery stories, but sometimes a little bit lacking in terms of the artwork. And there's the cover for issue #5. All right, now I'll show you the cover for the later issues. See if I can find it. There it is. And this is issue number 6. So there you go. This is a nicely bound collector's edition of the Green Hornet, as done by Fran Striker. He did a lot of the comic books, a lot of the BLBs, all in the 1940s, where he at the same time was writing the radio script for the Lone Ranger and the books. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this little look at Fran Striker's The Green Hornet. And if you did, remember to give me that thumbs up, the like. Thanks everyone for your subscriptions, and as always, feel free to make your comments. Thanks. Bye.